dusty road where she belonged. The whispers flew, the stones were near. Her trembling hands betrayed her fear, but mercy walked with quiet grace, and love was written in the dust embrace. Dust and mercy, hand in hand. A sinner's fate, a sacred stand. No judgment here, just like that rose where the dusty road turns gold at dawn's first glow. The crowd grew still, the air was tight, the world weighed heavy in the fading light. Let he who's clean cast the first, but none stepped forth to quench their thirst. The dust it settled, the stones stayed low, and forgiveness rose where shame would go. Dust and mercy, hand in hand. A sinner's fate, a sacred stand. No judgment here, just like that grows where the dusty road turns gold at dawn's first glow. The past is a shadow, the future a flame. We all bear the weight of a tarnished name, but in the dust where hope begins, a softer light forgives our sins. Dust and mercy, hand in hand. A sinner's fate, a sacred stand. No judgment here, just like that rose where the dusty road turns gold at dawn's first glow.
The jukebox hums a low sad tune. Smoke curls thick beneath the moon. A man slumped down, his face all torn. His boots were cracked, his coat was worn. Whiskey pools on the barroom floor, and every head turns toward the door. Midnight in Jericho, where the shadows fall. No one stops to help, no one cares cares at all. But grace come walking in the quiet unknown, a stranger's hand when you're all alone. A rich man passed, his cufflinks gleam, eyes fixed ahead like he hadn't seen. A preacher next with a Bible tie muttered a prayer, stepped into the night. But a drifter paused, his coat threadbare, said, "Hold on, friend, I'll get you there. It ain't the gold, it ain't the creed, it's the heart that bleeds for those in need." Midnight in Jericho, where the shadows fall, no one stops to help, no one cares at all. But grace comes walking in a quiet unknown, a stranger's hand when you're all alone. He patched him up with what he had, an old bandana and a whiskey rag. He gave his coin to a motel clerk, said, "Let him rest, I'll be back from work." Sometimes angels wear broken crowns, sometimes they're just a man in a rundown town. Midnight in Jericho, where the shadows fall, no one stops to help, no one cares at all. But grace comes walking in the quiet unknown, a stranger's hand when you're all alone.
Couldn't see no light. The devil laughed loud, said, "Boy, you ain't right." My boots were scuffed, my pride was torn, but on Lazarus Street I was reborn. Rise up, feel the fire inside, feel it burn. Second chances rolling like a holy tide. We're dancing with the saints on Lazarus Street. Oh, the brass band's blowing, got my soul in the groove. Who blowing now? That banjo picking makes my spirit move. Life gave me lemons, but I made sweet wine. On Lazarus Street I found my time. They said I was done, but the Lord said, "Not yet." Now I'm swinging on the rhythm, no regrets. Rise up, feel the fire inside. refrain. A resurrection groove runs through my veins.
Out on the water, the moon rides low, a silver whisper where the currents flow. I cast my net, but it's empty again. The weight of the tide feels heavier than men. Oh, the sea don't lie, neither does time. Each wave rolls in with its rhythm, its rhyme. I swore I'd be strong, but I was wrong. Now I'm singing the fisherman's song. The gulls cry sharp like a guilty plea. Their shadows stretch long on the edge of the sea. I said I'd stay true, but my tongue went astray. 3 denials before the break of day. The net's full of silence, the boat feels small, and I hear his voice in the ocean's call. Oh, the sea don't lie, neither does time. Each wave rolls in with its rhythm, its rhyme. I swore I'd be strong, but I was wrong. Now I'm singing the fisherman's song. The harbor lights flicker, forgiveness waits like a warm fire burning behind the gates. I've run from the shore, but the shore won't flee. The tide's bringing him back to me. Dust of the road still clings to my skin. Chains on my wrists, a life steeped in sin. I stole for the hunger, I lied for the need. Mercy, it seemed, wasn't part of my creed. And the thief beside me, nailed to a tree, look past my shame, and He's setting me free. In the shadow of His suffering, I could see grace for a sinner, even one like me. The sky turned black as the earth gave a groan. My heart, once stone, began to atone. A crown of thorns on a brow so divine, and His eyes held a kindness that felt like mine. I whispered, remember me if you will. He said, you'll be with me on heaven's hill. And the thief beside me, nailed to a tree, spoke words of hope. They fell soft and free. Through the weight of my guilt, I came to believe there's grace for the sinner, even one like me. The nails tore His flesh, but love held Him there. A gift so pure, beyond compare. The King of the broken, the lost, the despised. He gave me heaven with His closing eyes. Barley bend where the wind would go, under a sky bruised soft and low. She walked alone, her shadow thin, grief in her step, but hope within. The soul remembers every tear, a whisper calls, stay near. Stay near. In the fields of Ruth, where the harvest grows, love takes root, though the heart may close. Through the seasons, through the rain, love blooms again. Love blooms again. Stranger's hand at the edge of the land, kind eyes, a heart that could understand. They spoke of loss, they spoke of grace, to weary souls in a holy place. The earth will turn, the seeds will rise, faith reborn beneath the sky. In the fields of Ruth, where the harvest grows, the season, through the rain, love blooms again. Love blooms again. The road unwinds like a ribbon frayed, each mile a secret I've betrayed. The stars they blink with knowing eyes, but the crescent moon just sighs. It knows my tale, it knows my guise. Oh, prodigal moonlight, guide me through shadows long and sins too true. Under your silver I'll make my plea. Homeward bound, will they forgive me? The porch light flickers a hesitant glow. Does it welcome or does it forego? The pedal steel hums a hymn of grace, while guilt etches lines upon my face. I walk slow, I keep my pace. I've got words unsaid, I've got time to atone, but the wind whispers you're not alone. The past may howl, the night may groan, still this crescent moon feels like oh, prodigal moonlight, guide me through shadows long and sins too true. Under your silver I'll make my plea. Homeward bound, will they forgive me? Prodigal moonlight, guide me through shadows long and sins too true. Under your silver I'll make my plea. Homeward bound, will they forgive me? The door creaks open, a voice says my name. The years dissolve, the guilt, the shame. Under the moonlight, redemption hums a prodigal son, his journey done.
on me. The jukebox lit up like a holy marquee. Oh no, he spilled his coffee cup. Oh no, but that signal just lit up. Jonah's radio, it don't play no song. Just a call from the heavens saying right your wrongs. No matter where you go or how far you roam, that voice gonna find you, calling you home, calling you home. I dug down deep with a rusted spade. Dreams of riches in the dirt I made. Fingers bled on a jagged stone, but the gold ran dry and left me alone. The pickaxe broke the final vein, and all I had was dust and pain. Gold dust road stole my name. The glitter faded. I could see the light was waiting to set me free. The wind did howl like a preacher's cry, telling truths I tried to deny. The river ran black where the pines still weep. I traded my greed for a chance to sleep. A shovel dropped the weight of sin, and that's when grace came flooding.
Velvet quilt, stars stitched in gold. Her hands trembled soft, a story untold. Breath of the night, whispers on the air, a promise so heavy, yet lighter than prayer. Oh Mary, the world waits in your gaze, a fragile sea sprouting through life's haze. Tremble in faith, but hope won't wane. Oh Mary, she understands. Oh, Mary,
In the shadowed streets where the cold winds moan, a trumpet cries a silver tone. It dances high, it swings so low, a whisper of heaven in the city's glow. Gabriel's horn, oh, it calls, through the alleys and the canyon walls. Faith reborn in the rhythm it weaves, a song of hope for all who believe.
a ragged man with a tear-streaked face stops in his tracks, feels the trumpet's grace. The sound rolls on like a river wide, washing the sorrow he tried to hide.
Oh, the music hums, it stirs the soul, filling the cracks, making broken hearts whole. Gabriel's horn, oh, it calls, through the alleys and the canyon walls. Faith reborn in the rhythm it weaves, a song of hope for all who believe. That lifts,
It's a fire that burns.
the melody sweet as the world turns. It whispers of grace, it roars of might, a beacon of love in the dead of night.
In a garage of dust and dim, where the light barely breaks the brim, the preacher sits, his fingers worn, spinning tales on records torn. The needle drops, a crackle speaks, a prophecy found in the antique creeds. Oh, records and revelation, oh my, the gospel hums in the hiss and sigh. Heaven's tune on a vinyl spin, the truth's in the grooves, not the din. The voices rise from wax and wire, a smoky choir, a crackling fire. Is it fate or just the blues, he asks, as the rhythm unveils its holy task. Each scratch a scar, each pop a prayer,
salvation found in the analog air. Oh, the sermons are static scenes in the echoes of bygone streams. The needle, a compass, it points the way to melodies lost, yet here to stay. Oh, records and revelation, oh my, the gospel hums in the hiss and sigh. Heaven's tune on a vinyl spin, the truth's in the grooves, not the din. Past and the yet to be, a preacher's faith in the turntable's grace, a spinning sermon in a sacred place. The music fades but leaves behind a crackled map for the seeking mind. Old records and revelation, oh my, the gospel hums in the hiss and sigh. Heaven's tune on a vinyl spin, the truth's in the grooves, not the din.
Splinters and calluses, stories they tell, hands worn by timber, by hammer and nail, a life in the wood grain, the sawdust and sand, grace takes its shape in the carpenter's hands. The carpenter's hands, they carry the weight, building a bridge to a heavenly gate. Through every splinter, through every scar, the work of redemption is never too far. The creak of the floorboards, the crack of the beam, a lifetime of labor, the sweat and the dream. He shapes every edge with a patient command. The world rests in the carpenter's hands. Oh, the wood bends and breaks, but the heart stays strong. He hums a tune, keeps moving along. The carpenter's hands, they carry the weight, building a bridge to a heavenly gate. Through every splinter, through every scar, the work of redemption is never too far. A rough hands that cradle that mend and restore. They weather the pain, they bear something more. Every nail driven deep, every wound that it brings. Love is the work of the carpenter's hands.
Held the fruit, it burned my hand. A world was born in shifting sand. The garden side, the trees bend low. Where rivers meet, now thorns will grow. A serpent's grin, my shadow shame. I call the night and wore the blame. Echo, it lingers still through hollow winds on every hill. The taste of knowing bittersweet. Redemption walks where loss and grief meet. The moonlight wept as we walked away. Dust in our shoes, no words to say. The gates of gold, they slammed so loud. We turned our backs, heads unbowed. But in the dark, I felt a spark, a whispered hope, a tender mark. Did we fall or did we rise? Truth hides in the weeping skies. Eden's echo, it lingers still through hollow winds on every hill. The taste of knowing bittersweet. Redemption walks where loss and grief meet. The endless thread winding past through what we've bled. Every thorn that pricks my skin is a doorway calling. Let love in.
An old man stood by the river wide, his shadow long, his faith untried. The stars above, they winked and sighed. Will you cross or will you bide? Moses at midnight, the waters gleam. a leap of faith, or just a dream. The harmonica whisper, soft and lean. Step in, old man, part the stream. His boots were worn, his spirit frail. The current whispered you'll surely fail. But courage blooms where doubts assail, and moonlight danced upon the trail. The reeds did bow, the river hushed, the moment held, the silence crushed. With trembling hands his staff he thrust, the waters parted as they must. Moses at midnight, the waters gleam, a leap of faith, or just a dream. The harmonica whispered, soft and lean. Step in, old man, part the stream. On the far bank, the dawn did rise, a golden hue in the weary skies. You turn once more with knowing eyes, for courage lives where fear complies. Riding the rail through the dark of the night, the wheels sang a hymn under flashes of light. Smoke curled like a question, a shadow disguised, but the thunder kept calling, it lit up the skies. Oh, the road to Damascus, where the lightning broke the air. The train stopped cold, and grace met me there. I was blind, I was bound, I was caught in my fight, but the road to Damascus turned my dark into light. Oh, Damascus turned my dark into light. The conductor wore sorrow, his eyes full of storms. He punched my ticket and whispered, "You've been warned." I held to the window, saw fields split in two, a mirror of the man I was and the man I could choose. The whistle screamed, the brakes did cry, and I heard my name in the thundered sky. Oh, the road to Damascus, where the lightning broke the air. The train stopped cold, and grace met me there. I was blind, I was bound, I was I fight. But the road to Damascus turned my dark into light. Oh, oh, to Damascus turned my dark into light. The tracks disappeared, the train turned to dust. I fell to my knees in the glow of his trust. The stars were like nails, the moon a crown, and the voice of the heavens said, lay your weapons down.
Days, the sand won't sleep. The sun hangs low, but the shadows creep. The beat kicks in a steady hum. Who are you waiting for? What have you done? The cactus blooms a silent plea. The wind says stay, but it pulls at me. Desert hymn, sing low, sing high. What's true, what's lie? Voice is slick, turn stone to bread or take your pick. The world is yours, just bow and bend. The soul fights back, this ain't the end. The horizon burns a golden edge. Faith feels fragile like a weathered pledge. A man don't live on bread alone. The soul declares in a steady tone. Out on Route 9, where the blacktop fades, a flickering sign says heavenly place. Grease-stained counters, coffee gone cold, stories told in whispers, young and old. A waitress named Mary, just 18, dreams heavier than the jukebox machine. Under the neon, a star in disguise, hope is born where the highway lies. In a dusty diner, a world unseen, neon Bethlehem, a roadside dream. Joseph rolls in with a rusted out Ford, hands calloused, pockets can't afford. He's searching for shelter, a place to lay, but no motel vacancy lights his way. They find a booth in the corner's glow, a manger from Mecca, a tale to sow. The hum of the fryer
the hiss of the steam, life's smallest moments, bigger than they seem. Under the neon, a star in disguise, hope is born with a highway light. In a dusty diner, a world unseen, neon Bethlehem, a roadside dream. Wise men roll up in 18 wheels, carrying gifts of grit and steel. A truck stop choir hums low and sweet, harmony rising in the desert heat. A miracle born in the everyday grime, grace found beneath the neon sign.
An empty jar, a widow's sigh, no more to give, no tears to cry. The oil is low, the lamp burns faint, a silent prayer, a whispered saint. But faith, it stirs in shadows deep. A promise wakes where doubts might sleep.
The widow's jar,
The widow's jar,
it overflows.
it overflows.
A quiet stream,
A quiet stream where no one knows.
from drop to flood,
From need to grace, a rhythm born in empty space. A stranger's hand, a prophet's word, a voice of hope so softly heard. Pour out the little, trust the sky. What seemed to end will multiply. The oil that flows, it will not cease. A miracle, a steady peace.
the widow's jar,
The widow's jar,
it overflows.
it overflows.
A quiet stream,
A quiet stream where no one knows.
from drop to flood,
From need to grace, a rhythm born in empty space.
sun was high, the shadows thin. Her jarring hand she let life in. The water still, the world so loud. She walked alone beneath the cloud. At the well at noon, where silence grew, a stranger spoke, the words rang true. Her water turned to melody, redemption flowed so wild, so free. He asked her life, she shared her past, the secrets deep, the shadows cast. Her heart a desert, cracked and dry. He poured a love she couldn't deny. At the well at noon, where silence grew, a stranger spoke, the words rang true. Her water turned to melody, redemption flowed so wild, so free. The jar was left, the news was spread, to every soul, to every thread. She sang her joy, she danced her grace. A sinner found her sacred place. At the well at noon, where silence grew, a stranger spoke,